Thank you, Neon. I appreciate it. Welcome and welcome everyone else. I forgot that I'm not actually signed into Twitch on Streamlabs, so I need to use my other computer to actually type stuff. Excuse the crude no board layout. I hastily implemented it pretty last minute. But hope you're doing well. Hope everyone else is doing well. It's been a bit. I last did Chapter 5, any sort of full run really 2 weeks ago. Because it was 2 weeks ago to the Sunday that I got the Chapter 5 any percent, and then I kind of set the game down until Meaner Bombs. I'd periodically grind some of the fights in just the practice mod, but I haven't really done anything full game-wise other than trying to practice the section where you float down to pink. I don't really have a specific route in mind, so I think for at least the first couple of runs, I'm just going to have to feel this one out. I am probably going to use Vic's strats of wanting to go ahead and get the blue shoes. I do want to go for pacify strats for terracotta. It is going to require getting 3 extra pink coins, but at the same time, just because I've dodged terracotta's second attack almost every time I've tried it doesn't mean I expect to have the same luck whenever I do runs. I always kind of operate under the assumption that anytime I do a run, things are going to go wrong. So we'll try to delay that one. If I can ultimately come back to the Shinobeetles later too, I will, although I'm not really confident in my ability to dodge all of them. So we'll see. We shall see how it goes. Although because it's been so long, I'm just waiting to accidentally throw a run by attacking a monster instead of sparing it. I wonder if we'll ever have that happen.
Yeah.
Hold on a moment. I think. Okay, I don't have Twitch going on in the background on this computer. The other one, that's good. I was afraid I was having a double audio issue. The fight I'm actually the most terrified about is Leafling. There's always something in one of these chapters that scares me that doesn't normally scare anybody else, and for Chapter 5, it's Leafling. It's the attack that combines the wind blowing and the pinwheel, except it doesn't move the same way the pinwheel does with Aqua, so it throws me off. I would say I have about a 1 in 3 chance of passing that move. I've tried practicing it in the practice mod. It has not gone well, and I've practiced it for a good while. The other 2 moves are fine. If they both blow or if they both decide to do the pinwheel, I'm okay with that, normally. And I did turn on recording this time. I have verified before we went live that the recording is active. We don't want to repeat it last time. Just making sure. Yes, it is flatter that I picked. Bear Kidney, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. gonna have to feel out for myself which pink coins I think I'm gonna ultimately want to go for in the whatever turns out to be my final run. I'm still worried about the Ravik Netsky attack. We'll just have to see. I did practice it, and it's still awkward if they decide to do a full hop and then do a short hop, and then they get the fake bullet desynced, and so you have two real bullets or two fake bullets close to each other. Oh, we need to, oh, it is on. Didn't feel like it was. Oh, it's because it's because I'm holding the button. That's why I'm walking. It is really awkward just going from my work schedule to not a work schedule because, like, whenever I work, I shove, like, everything not work-related out of my head. And then I awkwardly have to go all the way back and try to remember what I was doing or how I played everything. That's why the practice mods and everything else are just so important for me. Because even on days I can't do full runs, I still like doing drills of attacks. That's why, like, there's the blue and yellow practice videos and things I've uploaded, is because that's the only way I'm going to be able to maintain any semblance of proficiency in any of this. I haven't done Aqua 1 in a while, so I'm curious how that'll go. I have not practiced this act, and it shows. I tried to practice the Floridin pattern with Netsky, although, like, even after, like, many minutes of practice, I couldn't get it to trigger in the practice mod. So, I don't have a whole lot of experience with it. So I'll just have to at least hope I know what I'm doing. Didn't realize it was going to be that rare. Of course, it'd be this one, wouldn't it? It's not enough. Oh no, what am I thinking? No, I want to take Faker. I don't want to do the stamp attack. Wait. Why is my... When did I get hit? I don't recall. Was it? Was it? It had to have been this fight then. What happened? How did I miss? Let me wait a minute. Let me roll. Let me go back. What got me? Hold on. Let me check my. I know I can be oblivious, but okay, my computer is lagging something fierce. Okay, I got hit somewhere. Where did I get hit? It was before Netsky. I was at 168 health before Netsky. Who got me? Wait, I was at 168 at Cheery? Wait, did I get hit at Floridan? Did I get hit on, what got me? Okay, let me check the fight. I was Wait, the Floridan had me at 168. Wait, I was at 168 from the very start? Wait, do I just start? Am I just this dumb? Do we just start with 168 health? Yeah, because it looked like I had 168 HP from the first fight. Is that normal? Let me check my. It's been that long, huh? Let me check my no-hit run. Okay, so I didn't get hit. Let me check the. My no-hit had me at full health. I'm perplexed. But I don't think I got hit there, and I don't think I needed to end the run. But I don't know why my HP is that low. It might be the story events in the light world. Well, that's unfortunate. I shouldn't have cashed that one in. I need to take a look at. I'm just kind of shocked it took me that long to notice. Let me take a look at Vix. The first Floridan fight. Vic had full health. What did I... How could I have possibly... Why am I hurt? Yeah, apparently I took damage before the first Floridan hit? Before the first Floridan fight? Or did I... Because I was like 180 something HP? Do I just start the game at 100 something 80? Is it because of like something with the 10 editor? Yeah, okay, I just start the game with 168. Maybe that's normal, but everybody else's run I've seen doesn't start with 168. Even my own run doesn't start with 168. That is so weird. I mean, do I even count this? I don't even know how to fix what this is. But I abandoned my first run where I didn't get hit because I thought I did, because it was at 168 HP. Apparently when I was practicing and just making sure I had all of the items, I didn't bother to check my HP. I mean, for purposes of this, I'll just go ahead and heal to put us at 240. But I'm not sure how to treat that. By default, it looks like I'm going to start at 168, but nobody else's file does. Yeah, depending on what happens after the stream, I'll have to ask somebody about that. That just seems weird. I don't even know whether this run counts if I start at 168 HP. Yeah, I was thinking, like, I know... I was trying to think, like, I didn't know where I could have possibly taken the damage, and it turned out nowhere. Just making sure that Ralsei doesn't have a weird HP value now. Now I'm paranoid about everything. Thank you, Gon. I appreciate it. I have a strange question. When I played this file, it started with 168 HP instead of the 240. Is that normal? Because I looked at every other run I could think of, and it started like with Chris at full HP. And it threw me off my first attempt because I thought I got hit somewhere and I didn't. I'd never seen that before. And I started without max. I went straight to the Dark World with like 168 max health. And I abandoned my run after Netski because I checked my HP on the field and I'm like, did I get hit at Netski? Where did I get hit? And then I noticed, I looked at my VOD, and even before Floridin, I had 168 health, but I abandoned my run because I thought I got hit somewhere. I'm using the one that Vic had forwarded me because I wanted a file with Devil's Knife in it because I'm paranoid about Terracotta. But what's strange is that Vix has max HP in his run. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's a strange Tenna editor thing, and I don't know if I need to try to do a different file. Because it's very, very strange. It's none of the ones that you had. It was that one.
Hey, Raleigh.
It already had problems? Okay, so I can't use it. Okay, if that's true, then I probably should nip this run in the bud right now and try again with a fresh file. Do you have a different file that you recommend using instead? I mean, Devil's Knife or no, I probably need to abandon this one. If it's going to cause problems, like it's causing problems on the front end, it's probably going to cause more problems as I continue. I should have tested this one better. Okay, yeah, let's... I think we need to do that. I'm sorry, like the one day I actually have the time to stream and I feel like I'm stalling like crazy because of all the problems that I've had with this file. Yes, so which is your all bosses, all recruits save file? I can download it right now. And then I would have to get rid of Jevel's tail in it. I mean, it's possible, though having the HP be like that, it was very, very strange. Is it a part of is the file that you've used part of the master list of save files, at least for the completion data of part 4, or was it uploaded separately somewhere gone? I apologize. Didn't mean to bombard you with this many questions when you came in to wish me luck. I didn't prepare a backup save file. Deltarune spoilers lounge. Okay, I'll go to that right now. I didn't know if it had been updated. So we go to the pins. The Google Drive. Although it might help if I what am I doing? I'm doing this on the computer that I'm not using, which is stupid. I need to be using this on the computer that is. Okay, so the spoiler lounge. Google Drive. Yeah, so main route damage focus, puppet scarf, power band. Now I think if I remember correctly, when I used the puppet scarf power band file, I think it only had 2 tension gems, but I'll have to double check. Go ahead and I see. Okay. Yeah, I picked up pretty early, thankfully still in Garden, that something wasn't right. Although I wouldn't know about the attack stats since I don't attack anything in Garden. Not anymore, unless I go on autopilot and ruin a run that way. That'd be pretty funny. Let's take a look at unconfirmed download. Why did it have a problem with downloading 4.3? Okay, let me go ahead and try to get 10 editor. Okay, chapter 4, slot 1, completion. The all recruit one, since it has tension gems. Oh, the all recruit one has to. Oh, I see. I see. Let me go ahead and check that. Close out of that. Back one. Okay, all recruits puppet scarf. That one. I see. The good news is I still have plenty of time. It just means we're kind of off to a little bit of a rocky start. Slot 2 completion. Imported save. Inventory. Tension bit, tension gem. Okay, so there's 3 tension gems, tension max, tension bit. Revive mint, revive desktop cake, deluxe dinner. Yeah, so I mean, from my pink practice, I think I probably, I'm 7 maximum. I don't think I'm going to need more than that. At least for pink, I shouldn't. With all the practice I've had, I think we've ended the fight either with 6 share food or 7 at worst. Yeah, the ribbons and lodestones. Let me go ahead and do that too. You're right to repeat that. I'm not always the best in terms of remembering. Let me make sure I don't have an invalid storage. Not that I think it would come into play here. Okay. Yeah, tension bit, 3 tension gems. Let me make sure. Let me check the party inventory. Chris. Current HP 201, attack 17, defense 2, magic 0. Black Shard, Power Band, Princess Ribbon. Let me check one other thing. Let me get to the armor section here. So, looks like pink ribbon. There's, yes, so 1 twin ribbon, 1 pink ribbon. 1, 2, 3 lodestones. Let me make sure that nobody actually has one equipped. Yeah, so let me get rid of her Devil's Tail. So I'd probably give her a spike band then. Just make sure I don't have more than 1 spike band. Susie has the Justice Axe. Power Band, Princess Ribbon for Chris. Susie has the Justice Axe, Spike Band, Power Band. Ralsei, yeah, Ralsei has the Spike Band on. I'll have to remove the Spike Band. Probably put on I guess, a frayed bow tie. Yeah, no, yeah. So I have 1 pink ribbon and 1 twin ribbon on this file. I'm just wanting to make sure I make sure I don't have more than 1 spike band. Yeah, I apologize. I thought everything was ready to go. I really should have tested this better. The twin ribbon, 1, 2, 3 lodestones. Let me make a 4th. And then weapons. We'll add the devil's axe, devil's knife. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay. So save. Yeah, so party 2, so spike band, frayed bow tie. They're showing me all the changes I made. 4, 5, 6. Okay. I like the fact that it confirms what's there. Yeah, I know, but I feel I feel self-conscious that I've wasted everyone's time for like 30 minutes so far. So this is 4 dash. Now downloads is 4_0. 4_3 would be the actual first game slot for clear. I'm not sure why it's downloading as 4_0. I think 4_3 is what I want it to download as. Yeah, I will go ahead and quickly do that. Okay, let me go ahead and copy this to my Deltarune files. So delete. Okay, one moment here. Apparently I have a 4_3 somewhere else, so it's getting all confused. Let me go ahead and try to go ahead and delete that. Okay, I think this should be everything we need to do. Let me go ahead and load the file and just make sure it's legal. Yeah, I checked it, so it'll be pretty easy to tell if we have the right file. Let Let me get my stream back up on my other monitor so I can take a look and just make sure everything is working correct. The one easy mode, I know. Isn't that something? Everything has to be a pity mechanic. Okay, let's take a look. If I'm at 168 HP, I swear. Okay, the HP looks correct. So, Spike Band and Power Band. There's the Devil's Knife. 43 and 7. Go ahead and get back to the live placement on here. Let me check my items. Yeah, 7 revivements. Should be plenty. I don't think we'll have any problems there. 3 tension gems, tension max, tension bit. Looks fine. I don't use bitter tier. I normally just do the extra flirt. Maybe I should. I haven't needed to. I've had it basically end on the turn where you have the 2 hearts between the cats in phase 3, even without it. Yeah, it looks like it's good. Okay. Although auto run does need to be on, so we'll go ahead and enable that right now. No, Susie had it, and I took it off for the Spike Band. That was one thing I was making sure to check. I haven't done too much routing with the pink coins at all, just because of the work schedule, but I did practice the section that leads to pink, and it seems pretty consistent if you just hold left. I used the same strat that you did, and it seems to be pretty consistent. And it's not that bad falling down the wind tunnel either, because it's pretty generous if you fall between the rings or to the side of 2 different rings. You can actually float between both pretty easily. I could, except not quite gone, because I'm going to try to avoid the terracotta. By trying to do Devil's Knife, I'm going to try to avoid attack number 2. I'm pretty consistent with it, but anything can happen in a marathon, and I'd rather be safe, but it does mean I have to take 13 pink coins instead of 10. I should pull open Ralsei's menu just to make sure nothing has happened. Looks good to me. Hey, Master Stick. I actually have not seen Hollow Knight no-hit runs, so I don't know a whole lot about how they work. Well, okay, that was a little too close for comfort there. I thought the move was getting ready to end, and it's like, nope, we're just getting started. Yeah, I was looking at that, and I'm like, you don't quite fall on She, but it's like, it's slow. I think if I may even be able to do the dashing one if you go back to the left and fight the sword one and the 2 floating ones, as long as I'm aggressive and attack the one that's above the right side quickly. But I'll have to think. Yeah, and it's like we're never going to allow a fight, like a full run that starts under like any sort of pity mechanic. Yeah, that'd be a pretty bad way to... That'd be a pretty bad strategy for my my full all bosses, all recruits run, wouldn't it?
Here I come, San Francisco!
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a different game with different rules. Is basically what it boils down to. Not every game's series rules are going to be uniform to ours. Not all of ours are going to be uniform to other games. That's kind of the best way to really think about it. Because you're trying to apply our rules to other things, and it doesn't always make sense. Don't know if I want to go with this for this one or not, but I probably should. It's pretty easy and it's not too terribly slow. I kind of want to get a feel for like which coins I ultimately want to go for, and the only way I'm going to do that is to just try to naturally implement them. The hit to spikes is the same as getting hit to an enemy. Yeah, it seems like it's the same as getting a hit to me, from what you've described. I probably, if I was like, 6 frames earlier with watering that, I probably would have gotten hit by the scissors. So fun fact, for my run, I always used to go up this corridor, down to the left side, because I didn't realize it was as simple as just going straight and up. Like most things, I made it harder. Probably could afford to dodge that a little bit more clean. Ultimately it works, but I feel like that move got away from me like 2 times. No, is that the optimal strat? I keep forgetting sometimes the spare hierarchy. I can do that, now that I know that that's... You know what, now that you mention it, that does make more sense, doesn't it? Because you have an extra act. I don't know why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Yeah, I mean, it basically autos... You're right! No, I mean, I don't have a reason for that. It's just that it just comes down to, like, me not practicing spare until really today. Oh. That's kind of an important step, isn't it? I don't know. I've not actually played the rebalanced pink for the extra frame to know. So I can't really answer that. Well, I did not do great with that one, did I? I'll try that again. I'm just too scared of the move to try going for it. No, I don't want to see more of this. We are barely anywhere. Okay. Yeah, I need more practice with that for sure. I'm just too scared. Yeah, I know. It's like it's so odd how like everything has to be a pity mechanic. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just like Master Stick. It's like my video cover of my no hit. It's like having Enraged Phantom Neo at home. It really isn't the same. It doesn't change enough. It's a cool idea, but I wish more was changed. Like whenever those discs were flying quicker in phase 2, I'm like, what is the rotating box attack going to be like? Oh my god, I am so terrified of what this rotating box is going to do. And then it did nothing. It was the same. Yeah, let me go ahead and allow that. Yeah, I hate that too. I just didn't know if the rotating box attack got faster, that would have been really interesting. Yeah, so like rare auto mod, I think that's maybe the third time it's ever done its job, right? It's just that I completely fluked the new giant bomb attack with pink. I didn't even notice there was a gap at the bottom. I just spammed down thinking it was gonna do something. So I fluked it first try just because I'm of being dumb. Oh, no, I know, I agree. I agree. It's probably easier than some of the changes in some respects, but it's a subtle enough change, but it's just noticeable enough to be more difficult. So it's kind of a nice little feature. You do extra damage, and there's like a little bit of bullet deviation, not a ton, but just enough. And one of the moves gets reordered with the phones, which I think is actually easier than the other phone, but that's up to preference. Just because the second phone attack seems to like follow the exact same pattern more. And so if you like practice that, you pretty much know what to do. I mean, it's funny that we have a Chapter 2 big shot exploit only with slashes now. Okay. Haven't done Aqua 1 in a bit. Yeah, you know, it's weird, Master Stick. It's tough to really say because I feel like if you're at a 3-hit, it's conceivable you could get a no-hit skipping a 2-hit or a 1-hit. I think it's just a matter of like the hands you're dealt a lot of the times. Yeah, it's a very good PB. For me, I went from like 7 to 4 to 1, and 1 was the worst because there's no micro satisfaction you can get. You basically just have to do a perfect run at that point. That or get like maybe a little bit of extra distance compared to last time as the only way to really get like any sense of progression. But I think you're very close. past Aqua 1. Oh, no worries. Good luck with 1 through 5. 1 through 5, thankfully, is going to be long enough so that whenever I finish, I'll be able to tune in. I may even be able to raid you. Although chances are more people are going to want to see that, so ultimately I'll end up joining you. Yeah, and good luck with 1 through 5. I'm very excited. And welcome, Enzo, by the way. So Enzo, funny story, like, this is the actual first run I've done. I used Vic's file, but oddly, it started with 168 HP instead of the max 240. So I got past Netski, and then I'm like, did I get hit? What is going on? And then I went through my VOD, so I ended the run immediately when I saw I was at 168. Went back, saw that even before the first Floridan encounter, I was at 168 HP. Reloaded the save from scratch. It was still the same issue. So then I downloaded one of Gon's files for the all bosses, all recruits. For the all recruits file, used Tenna editor to get Devil's Knife in there. And this is the first one that I've actually done with all of that. So the first 30 minutes you could basically skip up this VOD. Nothing happened. Yeah, it was a pre-injured save file. And you know, when I saw that one part looked like it was off, I'm like, I don't trust the rest of it. It's possible it may be screwed up to follow the rest of it, so I didn't want to do anything with that file. I needed to abandon it. Yeah, it looked pretty pre-injured to me. Yeah, because the thing is, when I go through and like just test a file, test a couple of things at the start, I mainly was checking the inventory to see if it was legal. I didn't even bother to check the HP. It wasn't even something I noticed until I was like, you know, right after Netski, I'm like, did a bullet hit me in that fight? What happened? I know I'm oblivious, but come on, I would have noticed that, I would think. Yeah, I'm not going for the pink coin up there. Okay. So I can go this way. I could go for the one on the left. Do I want to go for the one on the left? I need 13 pink. That's 2 right now. I know where they are. As far as the route I'm going to take, I don't know yet. Because I know I want to end up with 13. I have consulted both VODs, but it's been... There's always a break between me consulting them, so it's hard for me to know exactly... Yeah, I want the... So the idea here, Enzo, is that I do want the blue shoes. I do want the shoes that make Pacify 0. I am not very trusting in my ability to hit crits. And while Terracotta's second attack isn't terrible, it's not completely free either. And so if I can just eliminate the need to get crits entirely and come back to the fight later when I get through the rest of the, like, the east and west wings and get past the pink fight, that'd be optimal for me. But we'll just have to see. The fight I'm most scared for more than anything else right now, surprisingly, is Leafling. For whatever reason, I struggle with the pinwheel and the blowing attack coming from the side. My brain isn't really able to track both sets of bullets at the same time, so I kind of just have to hope I'm lucky. It's weird because I don't want to train my brain to follow the Leafling pinwheels and forget how to deal with Aqua's pinwheels, because Aqua's are more important. But I feel like if it's something I think about too hard, it's going to get rougher. It'll influence how I move with like Seth Aqua 1. Aqua 1. Still going. Okay, there it goes. I guess it froze awkwardly. I did say terracotta earlier. You have to. It's very crit sensitive in terms of getting the pacify turn 2. Unless you have Devil's Knife, in which case you can get a Root Buster with 40 TP turn 2. And then have Roll say Pacify. The thing is, Terracotta's trees are like one of the worst TP moves in the entire game. It's so bad. I have no idea why it's so bad. Oh, you did? Yeah. No, that's definitely one of the most memorable enemies for me, just because we were all theorizing what that enemy could be from the trailer. There's 4 pink coins now. We're not going for the one above the She. It's too slow. The platforming pink coin in the big room castle top. Do you mean the one where you have to bounce off of the circle ones? I don't know. I have to see how I'm doing with how many I have. So now the fight I'm scared of. I should have equipped the tension items, I think. Not the tension items, the twin. I think I should have equipped the ribbons, and I didn't. Yeah, this will be interesting. What are we getting? Please be the double wind attack from the side. Okay, we have the TP, which is a miracle. Spare, S action, pacify. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking that you meant. I'm not good at it. When I was playing, I basically played Deltarune Chapter 5 for my sister on her PS5, and it was really awkward doing it with a control stick versus a keyboard, because because ever since the skill hike in Chapter 3, she wasn't able to play it on her own, which I completely understand. Like that is a frustrating game to like make someone play perfectly. Like whenever they introduce like the board ranks and everything else, and it's just like it's just not very casual welcoming anymore at that particular point. And so I had been like playing that so that she could experience the story. So I'd go out of my way to do like all the things I reasonably could do, get all the pink coins, etc. And yeah, it was terrible when I played it on the PlayStation 5 controller. It was so awkward to get the angle right. Okay. A little careful there. Well, I mean, I think it makes sense as a mechanic to have her do that. Pretty consistent with the character. Okay, that one's gonna split. So let me wait for that to finish out before we jump. So I think Leafling was 2 to recruit only. Thank goodness. We got 4. Nyan. Yeah, very happy, Nyan. Now, I've noticed that a number of people in their runs, they actually start from the bottom, where there's actually stars present rather than going from the top, and I'm wondering if it's just a matter of preference, because it seems weird to me, because you know you're going to have to immediately dodge up anyway, so why start from the bottom? But I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason, I just don't know what it is. Okay. That wasn't smart. Okay, so I will stick with doing it from the right side, thank you. That happens less. Okay. So I have to figure out what this strat is, because I've not done it. I've only seen people do it. Okay, I think it's something about the timing. Except I don't quite get it. I may have to just come back to this one later. That's fine. Okay, why am I not... Oh, okay, that's why I'm not jumping. Yeah, I don't know how to do it, so we'll have to come back later and dash. If we absolutely need that coin later. I don't really understand the strat there. I've only visually seen it, so I don't really understand how it works. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if I'm short. All I need are 13 of the 19, and it means I'm not getting any of the coins, I think, on like the far left side of the pink area. Alright, Seth Aqua 1. I guess technically just Seth and Aqua. I guess there's not really a 2, is there? Oh, wait! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I just ruin all recruits? Wait a minute. Because they're not gonna be in the cafe, right? Oh. Am I supposed to take? I'm supposed to take the Seth Omega, right? They don't count for the. Well, because there's that whole scene on the top table, right, where you talk to certain people. Okay, they just don't count to all recruits. Okay, if they just don't count for all recruits, I'll persist. I was worried about the possibility that I was just gonna go autopilot and just like ruin it. They don't count for the cafe. Okay. I mean, granted, like they can't go over to the Dark World. That's been established in like in universe, so technically they're not like recruits. I just wasn't sure because it had been a while since I looked at any of the runs. I'm trying to think about whether I want to go for the one that has all 5, if I want to go get all 5 foxes, and my inclination right now is no. Just because I am worried. I haven't practiced that little up and down section with its timing in a while with the wave of paw prints. Now pink will be interesting if we can get a run to pink. Because I'm good in general with dodging bombs 1, unless a bomb is on my position. In which case there's like a 5% chance I'll dodge it. Even when there's like a single bomb and she's throwing like 4 single bombs, if there is a bomb in my spot and I'm forced to dodge, I will always choose the direction where the previous bomb is going to explode, like with 95% accuracy. It's scary that all my brain thinks about is moving and nothing else, and not in regards to like where everything else spatially is. So pink is gonna come down to what I do with bombs 1, and that's basically it. If I can get past bombs 1, overwhelmingly I'm pretty good at it for the rest of the fight. Okay. Yeah, I was the one who verified the run back then. Back then I understood the mechanics, but 2 weeks have passed that I forgot how it worked. In my head, I'm just like, they're not gonna want to talk with me at the cafe. This is probably bad. It's funny, like, the C key is going to be lit up for, like, most of the stream. Just because I have a tendency to hold it. I'm glad that we made it to castle, you know, run 1. I guess technically this is run 3, but the first 2 I threw away myself because I was concerned about the file. Okay, now this is gonna be rough because I think I remember what to do with the first set, but that second optional room, I don't know if I can remember it very well. That's 5? Yeah, 5. We'll come back to terracotta later. I must not forget. Although basically we'll be going like right after the pink fight, so there should be little to no chance of me forgetting. Considering it's some of the last stuff I need to do. No, let's not do that. We'll delay it. I know I can double jump, or jump over the 2, I'm just a coward. I know I see people clear it in a single jump, it's just the timing feels too weird for me to understand the double. Or the single one, I always have to do it in 2. I wouldn't say that. But it's, I'm not as scared of that section as I was before. Attack 4 is still attack 4. And, like, no matter how ready you are, if the attack decides it wants to burst at the earliest possible time, it is, like, the worst. Like, because you get into a rhythm of, like, okay, you go this far at burst, to go this far at burst, and then it decides to do, like, a really quick burst right after the first one, and I'm like, why? Why would you do that? I thought we were friends. Turns out we weren't friends at all. It's all in my head. Alright, so... don't remember... what was the... was it like... something like that, right? Orange Omega, I'm on the fence on it. I used to be of the opinion it was pretty bad. You can get consistent,
I'm falling.
but like sometimes the first parts of it are pretty awkward. Like you can get a wave at the very, very start when she sends the fist upwards that very, very rarely are completely undodgeable even before she dashes. That doesn't happen often. But I'm less worried about it than I used to be. So I have to knock the, I have to actually attack this into the choo-choo room. I was about to say, am I gonna hit it or no? Hooray! 7 pink coins. Yeah, I agree. No, left side. It's just that if you're at the point where you can actually get pretty consistent with orange omega, I can see blue and yellow being more of a problem. Like especially attack 4. I feel like there you can get into a rhythm, but attack 4 can just burst at a weird time. And like before you're even ready. So we're gonna have to use, I believe, attention max on the Shi Kaka battle on the left. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break here. I need to run to the restroom real fast. Because we had a 30-minute delay with trying to fix the save file and everything else, I haven't taken a break yet, so I'll be right back. Settled. I don't know if I need that coin. I don't know if I need the coin. Yay! We'll come back to terracotta later. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. I guess I could have... Actually, if I had I didn't need to actually chase that one, did I? I just needed to push that one over in the corner, didn't Alright, well, I just decided it was, you know, Chris needs their walkies. Anyway, let's go this way. Yeah, that's for me the main obstacle. We'll see if we need it. Now, this... Can I remember? I hope I can, because it's going to be really, really awkward for everybody if I can. Okay, that does... I'm gonna say that's not correct. Let's see. Even lower than that? Or do I just need to have this higher? Okay, we need to probably lower this one more space. Oh, but I still can't... Oh, no, that does make a difference. Hold on a minute. Okay, now that I've done that, what does that do? Okay, that doesn't do much of anything for me. Okay, I don't know how to do this. I thought I did, but I don't. I could do that. What'll that do? So then I can go like this. And then... Oh, it really? It's... I can't... I'm not quite high enough. That's going to give me enough height to do this. Yeah, it's going to be just short of it. Don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Let me see if I can look up a video on my other monitor. And then screenshot it so I don't forget for next runs. I'm sorry, I did look up how to do it, but given that it's me, I promptly forgot how it works. Okay, I'm in the room now. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, we're done, and I'm screenshotting this. So we never have to question how to do it again. Sorry, for all intents and purposes, this is basically like a blind playthrough where I'm routing at the same time as me actually playing it. Yeah, well, it's not even two monitors, it's a second computer. I don't even want to bother trying to do two things simultaneously on the same computer I'm playing a game. I'm afraid of getting tabbed out, I'm afraid of a bunch of stuff not working. I mean, a lot of things can go wrong. So that's 8 pink... Oh, I need to actually do this. Gotta be careful with those short hops. They can kill me. I need to do full hops. Like, if I were to short hop here and not make the platform that's right there, I would fall to the right and get hit. Which has never happened before in practice. Never. Yeah, I just needed to make sure it was not too close to the glasses. Oh, did I hit the center? Oh my god, I did! I didn't even have to go for the other one. Okay. Well, that works even better. I was about to try to go to the right side and hit that one to get attack 4 off, but I didn't have to at that point. Oh, no worries. Like, the plan is eventually I want to try to join that. Yeah, I was just trying to stall until the other small one came. That way I didn't have to deal with the 3-night phase as long. Well, that worked out even better. Now, what's not going to work out even better, we got to have deal with Orange Omega, which I'm proficient with, but this is a run. So you never know. Thanks for the GGs, everyone. Alright, so we need to get the pink coin here. Just because it's kind of free, it just takes a little bit. My practice videos? Do you mean like the previous streams where, like, my previous attempts to do Chapter 5? Yeah, I remember there was like one that I couldn't even get out of Garden for like an hour, and it was like really, really rough. Just because like I streamed like every part of it. Just like archived all of it. Or unless you mean like the doing certain number of attacks in a row. I'm not doing that necessarily for Aura, it's just that because my work schedule doesn't allow for me to do full runs a lot, I do drills. I do a lot of the attacks I know are going to be problem attacks, and I try to do them successively, and I just kind of run the camera in case something happens. Yeah, it's like, it's less for like trying to chase like a certain high score, although it's nice if I get one, but more about like remembering how to still do certain things. Like Flowery's pre-final, it's like the Sans mini jumps. My brain needs to remember how much pressure equals exactly this much movement, because if I go a couple of days without doing like Sans mini jumps, I'm going to overshoot my presses because I'm not used to the same amount of pressure. It's the same thing when you're trying to do like very quick weaves to get between the next set of bamboo. You don't want to forget how much you're moving, and and because I go from like play mode to work mode, and it's like a hard shift, I will forget so much stuff, so I have to do the drills. Who is texting me? I don't care, Vintage Stock. I might care, I'll have to check with the actual sales though. All right. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god! No! What was that? I should have just gone to the corner. Okay, well that's unfortunate. That's really bad. I mean, when in doubt, just go to the corner. I just didn't expect that. Haven't had that happen before. Skelly, I just died to an attack I've never died to. I got hit on the fire right before the fast fire phase where you have to hide in the corner. I didn't even get to Orange Omega. I haven't seen that before. It's just I needed to have just hid in the corner before I even got to that move. It didn't matter if I didn't get every single bit of fire there. Yeah, that was just me being bad. I guess I definitely need more practice there. Yeah, that was rough. Yeah, I saw. Gon told me that he was going to be streaming that. I'm torn because part of me wants to watch that, but the other part of me is like, if I do not practice now, I don't know when I'm going to get another opportunity to practice. And maybe, because I won't be free next Sunday, and I don't know what my Saturday morning is going to be like. So I may even be over a week until I get another chance to practice again. Well, that my hit was pretty stupid. Almost had another stupid hit on a platform earlier when I decided to forego jumping higher because I noticed I was about to get hit by like the knives on that platform in the wind blowing section where you have to ride those floating flowers. Almost got hit there too. This is kind of the rough part, is that when you haven't done full runs in 2 weeks, you just don't internalize a lot of stuff. Like, yeah, I practiced the Omega attack, but I hadn't seen the fire attack there before. But I'm just gonna start camping out in the corner, like towards, if it looks like it's gonna be pretty dicey. Although I don't want there to be 5 foods collected, so I'll have to think. It just moved so fast. Yeah, I know, but... to me, it's going to be a little bit tough because I know I won't get another chance to try to go for a full run until later, but you're right. If it looks like there's no time to do an extra run, I may just go full to the end. Thank you for the hydrate, Mackenzie. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, I had pretty good RNG. I mean, yeah, the green fire was ridiculous, but I feel like I should have just gone to the left corner at that point, and I didn't. I mean, I feel like if I compare it to the fights in that particular area, I mean, it sounds about right. The thing is, I mean, the Aqua fight is pretty short, is the other thing. We're comparing it to bosses that go on a lot longer, so you can't really rank it that high as a result, because like other fights you might have like, 7, 8 plus turns. Aqua, you can like make it take the fight down to 4 turns, and it's just like, it's so fast in that regard. Yeah, some of the moves are pretty rough, but I still can't imagine it'd be higher than beginner ever. Yeah, the thing is, if I practice a move too much, I start making stupid mistakes and overthinking those stupid mistakes, and so like I just have to kind of like shake it off. I need just enough practice to de-rust the move, and that's it. I really can't bring my success rate any higher. I feel like it's going to, like, my average is only going to be lowered if I keep trying. That's true, yeah, and I mean, I feel like, my one hit got hit to attack 4 of blue and yellow, and everything else went well. That was like stream number 3. Stream number 3, I got a one hit of Chapter 5. And then basically, you know, after another, you know, I think 3 or 4 streams, I got it. Oh, that's terrible. Like, if I get a low battery warning on this computer I'm streaming from, the entire OBS crashes, so you better make sure it's plugged in. Or I can and will lose. Yeah, I can, you know, for me, I just like taking runs to Castle, because Castle is like where I feel like the run truly begins. Because Castle's the most fun to me, like out of any of the parts of Chapter 5, it's just so good. Thank you, Vic. I had a really stupid hit. Like, I got hit on orange and green, but it was on the fire with the dropping candy. Like, green had a really awful pattern of 5 fires, and I didn't go to the bottom left corner, and I got hit by the fire. So that was, it was like a slow one and a fast-moving one. It was really dumb. So I didn't even get to Omega. So that was kind of, that was humbling. Hooray! Let's hope we don't have a 4-turn Netski, a 5-turn Netski. That was a rough fight. The last attempt we did. I mean, it's a square. There's 4 sides. And then there's more sides after the 4, but it's a square, I promise. Are laptops supposed to mostly stay plugged in? Yes! Unless you have an outlet that is sharing multiple plugs and you forget you unplugged it and you randomly have your entire streaming system crash without realizing you would let your entire streaming system crash, so yes. Ideally, yes, it's always supposed to be plugged in, unless I'm stupid and I forget to check to make sure it is plugged in. Yeah, maybe I should be plugged in. Maybe I'll get high performance if I do that. I guarantee if I had high performance, I wouldn't have gotten hit to orange-green where I got hit. Let's go ahead and touch the fake bullets. Yeah, no, it's plugged in. I'm able to check the battery icon on the bottom right shows it's plugged in, so I'm fine. It would have, if it wasn't, it would have run out of power about 30 minutes ago. Least favorite one. We're gonna have to take another one. Yeah, we only have 56%. Yeah, but in case people can't tell, I struggle with impression or faker with Netsuki. Yeah, I mean, I am terrified of Netski. I'm terrified of Leafling. There's a lot of... I'm no longer scared of, like, flowery and pink. It's just, like, regular stuff now. Is Leafling gonna give me a pinwheel, but the pinwheel's not quite like Aqua's pinwheel, and I don't want to think about the pinwheel being different, because if I overthink that pinwheel, I'm gonna do Aqua's pinwheel wrong, and it's just like, what do? I can't practice it too much, or I'll rethink how I think about the pinwheels, and we'll be all messed up elsewhere. But it's like, it's so hard, because I'm having to keep track of bullets coming from the side, and then bullets coming from the pinwheel, and I can only keep track of one in my head. No, I didn't say it gives me depression. No, I wouldn't do this if it gave me depression. I just know that with runs, like, anything can go wrong, and I just have to prepare for that. I would prefer to get hit at the choke point areas rather than inventing new ways to lose, though, but no, it is what it is. Oh, I'll have to maybe hear what I said or what context I said it. I'm not depressed. I may have, like, used it in a passing phrase, but I don't know how I said it. Okay. Well, I apologize if I implied I was. Maybe I said something was depressing. I don't know. Alright, so we'll make our way back to...
Get it, Sid.
Make our way back to Aqua 1. Why is Automod like this? It felt crazy was a problem word. Yeah, it flagged it. I'm gonna have to check the settings on that. Like, what is... It seems to flag, like, so many words out of the English language. It is, apparently. Little low to the ground here. I don't like that, but it's fine. What? I thought I disabled tea time. Let me go ahead and drink soda. That is not a tea. I do have my kettle over there. What are the choices that I have on my tea time? Let me take a look. Because it's not going to take a whole lot of effort to... Okay, I have the Pu'er, the Dongding, Yizang, Zulong, and the 2022 Japanese Oolong. Okay. It would have flagged either. It's like, I don't know, Automod is pissing me off right now. But anyway, you can think about what tea you want me to make. Okay, I'm gonna chill out with Automod because myself or the mods have to enable the text each time. And it does kind of slow stuff down. Chapter 5 tea. Oh, you want me to drink the rotten tea from Chapter 2? That's not gonna taste very good, I'll get pretty sick. Okay. Well, I do have some matcha powder I can make. So we'll let this brew for a bit. Asgor's tea. When is Toby Fox gonna say what it's made out of? Just golden flowers? I guess I'm glad we went and did right side first if that was gonna happen. I just wish I didn't bleed like 30 minutes at the start. Depending on when or where we get hit, I may have to see the run to the end just to have a practice attempt. Oh, that's right. The area I'm thinking about is down the vine. Not here. Can you tell it's been 2 weeks? Because I can tell it's been 2 weeks. Okay, the water is ready. Got pretty earthy looking... Okay, where's the camera in relation to this? Okay, apparently this way. Yeah. In honor of playing Deltarune Chapter 5, we have to drink matcha. I think that's the rule, right? Yeah, it's the greenest of green teas. It's actually insane how much of that you can get from, like, Costco. It's like just so much powder. For, like, 20 bucks. Like, it's gonna basically... It's, like, enough for, like, the next, probably, 4 months. Like, it's just so much of it. Pistachio tea, no. I don't even know if that even sounds good. Turn around. Not yet, not yet. We gotta do that, except we have to shift modes. Yeah, I have a Costco membership. There's a Costco about 2 miles from my house. I don't really like do stuff with their food court, but like I can get like so much almond milk, so much oatmeal. I like their bread, but like the thing with Costco is like the moment I find something I love, they get rid of it. They just stop having it. But yeah, I mainly get like peanut butter and other kind of essentials. Terrible place to shop for bananas though. They are so unripe. Oh, come on. Yeah, a lot of times it's like city dependent or area dependent on whether you can get like a large superstore like that. We happen to be close to like a Sam's Club. We happen to be very close to a Costco. Works out for like a lot of shopping. We have like a neighborhood Walmart. There's a deli like less than a mile from my house. But like all the restaurants I'd ever want to eat at are like 12 minutes away. But like all the grocery stores you could ever want are nearby. I think we're basically at the point where... Yeah, no, like the location is so great. It's so great, like all of the stores you could ever want to shop at are like right here. Other than like if you want to go to a mall or something, but... I don't. I'd like to have a run to Castletown. If we don't, I may try another one and then just keep the run to the end. I wasn't expecting to get it right away anyway. Better to miss it here than Flowery. No, it's a very beautiful chapter. I love running it. It's just that in my head, I'm like, until I get to the castle, it doesn't even feel like I've started the chapter yet. Like, everything like up to Aqua and Seth 1's fight just feels like stuff you have to do to get to the content you really want to engage with. But I still think the chapter as a whole is good. Very, very good. Well, that wasn't very smart, was it? Alright, leafling time. Of course. Of course we'd get 15. Of course we would. It's fine though, I don't care. I care a little bit. I lied. We'll go ahead and spare S action defend. have to remember to switch back between back to Power Band. Especially since we have Aqua set later. Wait, what? The fight's still going? Did I underhit? What? Why are we still fighting? It skipped the whole... What? It skipped the whole everybody jumping and... Okay. I don't understand any of that. I've never seen that in my life. Is it because... I think I have a theory. I have a theory. My theory is... If you somehow do the fight without stepping on Ralsei at all, or like very limited stepping on Ralsei, Aqua's not going to have the dialogue of wanting to step on Seth and shake the whole glasses, meaning the fight goes extra turns. I'm almost 95% convinced that's what happened there. Because come to think of it, I don't think I stood on Ralsei much that fight. I kept being scared off by the knives. Okay, so in the future, I'll want to step on Ralsei more. Okay. Weird. We're gonna have to go ahead and put the power band back on. Yeah, I know, right? This is all part of Toby's twisted game. Neon. That was so weird. I guess I've never done that fight in such a scared way. Because Seth does lose composure because of Aqua jumping on them. So I bet you the fight just goes on for much, much longer. Oh, the short hop. The short hop. Why? Oh, why two runs in a row? Am I getting almost murdered here? Oh my gosh! Just commit to a jump. How hard is it? have to come back later for the umbrella one because I don't know the tech for it. I have tried, and all I know is what's visually been done there, and that's it. I think I needed to have pressed right by now, and I'm too late. We meet again, Seth Aqua. Thank you. Guess we're going back to castle. Let's not have orange green ruin our life again. At least if they are not there. I want there to be a Super Mario World mod that changes the charging chucks to that Asgore dash. Just because I can't look at that without thinking like charging Chuck from Super Mario World just dashing towards Mario. For those familiar with my runs, you know where I'm going to take my next break.
Go.
I mean, it's chapter 1 doesn't have a whole lot. It's not bad. It's just it's very ordinary. I mean, Jevil is an amazingly designed boss, but like I hesitate to give Chapter 1 anything more than a 75. It's just solid enough, but it doesn't really excel at much. It wasn't until like Chapter 2 that there really was much reason or incentive to care about Deltarune at all, in terms of character, story, or anything. 2 kind of elevated what 1 laid down. Made you feel like everything was relevant, including the thrash machine you made, where you ended up having it influence your fight with Queen and your fight against rules, and like it was like one of the games that really made you feel like your file was personalized. Back when we thought like the big twist with Deltarune was going to be, yeah, there's one ending, so no matter what you made, you have to say goodbye to it, and then like that's going to be like the big twist. But now there's so many more ways the twist can be realized. I mean, that's gonna have to be lined up enough. Alright, I'll be right back. We're gonna take another break. Oh yeah, no, it definitely gives off demo vibes, no question. Alright. Four coins. Okay, that's... that was almost bad.
Beth. I'm falling!
Yay, we hit that and the train. Okay, we don't need to chase the fox yet. Especially if we're only going for 3 for right now. So we should end up with 9 before orange and green. Why is that auto-modded? I guess that's an adjective. I didn't think it was that bad of one. Oh, wrong. Yeah, Ralsei's gonna make the yeah face if I screw that up. Fine. Apparently that doesn't really help a whole lot to even do. Okay, funnily enough, it would have actually been faster to have chased the fox. Anyway, who would have thunk? Pirates in Chapter 6. Alright, back to this again. I took a screenshot like I promised. Button.
I'm falling!
Alright, back here again. I just want to see as little of the three prongs as possible, and that seems to be the best way to do that. Because it'll stay in Brood Buster stun for just so long, it's crazy. Alright. I don't know what that's supposed to be, Skelly. Alright. We gotta get our mushroom. That'll give us 9. And then there's one right outside Pink's door. So there may be several other skippable ones I don't even have to worry about. So in reality, we need 3 more. And then the last one the game will give to us. Thank you for blessing RNG. I haven't had that happen before with the candy move, so I will... If I feel like I've lost track of... I mean, I don't know. I haven't practiced Omega 3 for obvious reasons. I don't want to have to. Less wiggle room for later, but... Okay. Almost used the act on green, that would have been interesting. Okay. Pretty friendly. Hooray! We did a side. Technically a PB now. I forgot I was holding C, so that was almost a bad thing. Sex-based terms. I suppose that is true, but also false. Drink all the ketchup in the pool. Wait, that's not right. Makes no sense. Alright, so... Ideally, I'd like to not get... Let's see... Beetle could be a problem. Might not be. I want to come back to you later, but... Okay, never mind, we'll do the fight now. So it's Tension Max, Root Buster, Pacify? Do I have to have my equipment a certain way? Or can I just go with the equipment I have? I'm wondering. I don't know if there's a change in equipment. I don't know if I'm going to over-damage with Root Buster. I don't even remember what is the max HP.
The boys.
Let me take a look at Deltarune Chapter 5 HP battle information 515. That should be fine. We do like 490 something with our Rude Buster, right? We should be like just under. When you do you say the one that you initially have at the start of Chapter 5? The one of what I initially have. You mean that tension gem, or excuse me, tension max? Yeah, because I'll have the other one in my inventory for basically the Beetle Seth fight at the end. Okay, yeah, I won't make any changes then. That should be fine, I think. This is also a good learning experience. People tell I've not done a full run of this. Do I need it? Oh, it's not even this one. It's the later one, isn't it? Well, okay. I don't precisely remember where everything is, but that's not a big coin, so I'll ignore it. I know that it's the one with the shuriken. Nope. No. The answer is no. The long answer is no, the short answer is no. I know how it is done, I don't think I can do it. Every 2 flowers instead of 3, okay. I feel like I'd really have to practice that section a bit more then. Okay, yeah, that's dangerous. The reason I slashed at the flowers is it buffered my Z press. I have to be very, very careful with some of these cutscenes because it can, if I buffer a jump, it can be bad in certain situations. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I want to practice doing it. I can practice doing it some. I know one of the areas that probably does need the practice is the umbrella pink coin. And I need to go back for the strength. So we'll turn right back around. Yeah, I've seen the mashing technique. I don't like it only because the aqua knife that you get instead is just weird in terms of its trajectory with bouncing, and I don't like that one. Because it doesn't behave anything like the second one that bounces more. I think we won't destroy our file if we do this way. Yeah. And I'll grab the other tension max now. Because we'll take the other 3 Shis towards the end with the Seth section. Well, during Climb, I only fight 1. You need 3 total, so we recruited 2 in that fight down in the lobby area, right? Because you only get to fight 1 Shino Beetle in that fight. So what have I gotten so far? Yeah, so we need the blood spatter and the perp book in the next room. Yeah. So we're set now with them. Can't forget Terracotta, but I'm coming back there with the blue shoes. And Devil's Knife. I guess I can technically jump on the top section, so top right, pink coin. I mean, yeah, I guess we want to do it, but it sucks. So we do this one. It sucks unless you get it first try. In which case, it's the best room ever. So the problem with fighting Terracotta, Skelly, is you have to hit all the crits turn 1. If you miss a crit, the HP isn't low enough to pacify turn 2. You would have to, meaning you'd have to take attack number 2. Now, attack number 2 isn't terrible, it's not awful, it's not possible to do, but in like a run setting, I don't want to have to see it if I can help it. And Devil, if you go ahead and attack with everybody on turn 1, and then turn 2 defend with Chris, you'll have just enough TP with the TP reduction for the Devil's Knife Root Buster to do a 0 TP Pacify and win the fight. The problem with Pacify is unless there's an act that precedes it, you can't like attack and then do a 0 TP Pacify. Pacify will go first, then your attacks will, so it has to be Root Buster. And I'm just doing it for the safety strats. It does mean you have to take extra pink coins though, which I'm not. It's not the worst, but let's just get everything else cleared here. Nah, not quite. Too scared. And now. Yeah, so I won't be doing the strat. Wait a minute. Why is it a circle? Is it because I took that one room? It's a circle, it's not an arrow. Okay. I did not know that. I see. The good news is that you can do this fight just Root Buster only. You do not even have to land a single hit on it, otherwise. Okay. I did not know that. It's gonna be really riveting gameplay, guys, sorry. So I guess the strat then is to do that room later. And not do it first. So So you can't even do the spam strat if you wanted to. Well, okay then. Ten pink. So there's the, let me think about this. We have the, shuriken section. We'd have to backtrack. We'd have to backtrack on climb if we make it to climb to do the dashing section. Although I don't remember where it is. And even more concerning, am I gonna have to refight Leafling and Kaka to even get to that one? I don't even know which spot has it. Because we can get the 13th in that spot down below. This is kind of important if for nothing else than just routing this out, because I clearly haven't routed this. Ideally, it'd be better if I could learn the umbrella strat and figure out how to do that that double jump. I'll have to ask Don about it, like when he's not doing a run. Umbrella leaf, yes. I don't know. I see what people are doing visually, but I just don't understand it. So we'll get coin number 11 on the left shuriken path. And then I don't remember if there's anything else easy on Castle Climb or not. I will need to change my equipment for this fight, so let me go ahead and run to the bathroom first. Be right back, and then we'll do that. Let me get into the menu so I don't forget when I come back. Okay. Yeah, I need to figure out how to get back to that room where you dash. And how many encounters before I actually do it. Because if I have to redo Leafling again, which I think I might have to, you know, that might be bad. In any event, right now... Rubber band. Okay. I think we are good to go. 11. Okay. Hello there. That was scary. I am gonna say that was probably my fault with the movement somewhere along the line. My old nemesis, we meet again. Nice. Castle top. Okay. So need to swap everyone's equipment. Do I? Triple She is before. No, I think no, because we have Seth and Shinobeetle. Is there any fight I'd want this equipment set with? Okay, how do I get that other pink coin? I wonder. In any event, we'll work on getting to Castle Top first, but which means we have to actually put our equipment back the way it was. Power Band, Spike Band, Gold Widow, Frayed Bowtie.
Jump back. Back. Jump.
Yeah, so it turns out, like, the routing that I have pink coins is strict. I am gonna have to go back. Which one do I... Which one would be better? Do I want the one above the She? Do I want to go down that, like, oranges and spike section, or no? Because I don't know how to get to that. I don't know which Dordle is going to take me to the dash section. Because I think there's actually a huge stretch before you actually get there. What we need to do is get to pink section first, and then we'll worry about the rest. Now the question becomes, are all of the arrows and everything going to change to circles because I did that one section? Like, if I have to worry about that while trying to get to pink, I'm going to be screwed. I've never actually tested that. I'm also worried about triple she. I can sometimes do it and sometimes not. It does seem kind of generous as to like going between them, but sometimes it's still not enough. I was about to say, if tension max was in storage, I was going to flip something. Not really, though. No! I knew it! Gotta keep it going. And it's... I knew that was gonna happen. I have no... It's so hard for me to do that. really have time for another run, so we'll see how far this one goes. I don't know how to get good at that. It's just too hard to weave between them.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Couldn't even make it to pink. Okay, fine. Okay, wow. That comes out a lot faster than I thought. Okay. That's 3 hits. Not even sure I want to continue it now, honestly. It's funny because that's actually the first time I've ever been hit down on the fall to pink since I practiced. Let alone twice. I thought it was a little bit more generous in terms of the timing, or the space would be preserved before the next ring fires, but apparently there's a lot less space than I thought, and I should only go between the rings now. Okay. Apparently it's different with the pink ribbon also. So my strats aren't going to work with this. Good to know that now rather than later. Wait. What happened? I only have 5 healing items? They must be in store. Okay, well, nothing about today's stream I might. Okay, well, I don't know what to do. I don't have, I have 2 less foods than I thought I did in my inventory. It means I'm gonna have to face 2 rounds of bombs, is what it means. Okay, that's 4 hits. Honestly, I'll probably just call it there. I don't really see the point in, like, nothing. I don't even have the inventory's not right. The 4 lodestones, I decided to try the strats with an extra pink ribbon since the file had it, and it seems to make the TP gain a lot more strict than I thought. To where my strat, even with this limited, isn't going to work. I face bombs again. So this has been pretty edifying strat-wise. I need to learn whatever it is to get to the... I need to learn how to get the extra, whatever the strat is with the umbrella. That much is clear. I don't know what to do with triple she. No matter what, it's just too awkward. Anyway, it's already been 3 hours. I can't do another run. See triple she here. Okay, of course I'll get it in practice, but not... I mean, there was so much that went wrong there. Apparently I had a much smaller inventory than I thought. So I think I should start the move from the level of the hat each time. Just to kind of get used to the up and over. For next time, whenever next time is, it's gonna be a while. Unless I have like some sort of free time this Wednesday, I don't know. All right. Okay. Well, I did make it to Castle Top. I'm happy about that. Um, I guess I'll have to keep practicing and de-rusting Triple She. But thanks everybody for stopping by. That's gonna be it for today. Monday we will be back with Pokemon Unbound, and we'll go ahead and go from there. Saturday will be the next Trails in the Sky stream, and maybe a scream. We'll see. And then this we'll come back to. I'm gonna have to shake this off. I don't know. There's a lot that went horrifically wrong there at the end. I have to make a mental note to myself to make sure. I could have sworn, is the inventory not 12? I'm so confused as to why there were only 5 revive items instead of 7. Let me take a look at Deltarune's max inventory size. Deltarune max inventory can carry up to 12. We had 5 tension items. The file said, I don't know. It feels like there should be 2 additional healing items that weren't there. Because there were items that went to storage, so I don't know what happened. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to look it up. It feels wrong though. It feels like something went wrong. I'll have to reload my file. In fact, let me do that now before I get off. Because there might be a problem with my file. We're not doing another run. I'm just on edge about my inventory now. We checked it at the beginning of the game and it was full. But when I checked it in pink, we had 5 inventory items. Did we not have the bitter tears? Or did we? And I just overlooked them. I'm so lost. All I know is I will not be using Pink Ribbon in pink. I will defy the namesake. So let's say we have... Let's get in the inventory. Let's say we have a fight. We add... For items... We'll add 7 revive items and or bitter tear, whatever. I add... Yeah, because the strat would be... I'd have Trin Ribbon. I'd have 4 lodestones. It's really all I need. I don't want the pink ribbon though. Yeah, and assuming... Yeah, the pink ribbon, the thing is, I've never gone to bombs with less than 40 TP before, so pink is a problem. The pink ribbon is a huge issue. I can't take a fight with that whipped. I noticed after I greased these 3 and I had 1 TP that this was going wrong, because you're always supposed to have, at least with the twin ribbon. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with it whenever they're overlapping. Anyway, I'll have to figure that one out. Anyway, I don't know when I'll be able to stream this again. We'll just have to see. Thanks everybody and have a good night. I guess, well, it's afternoon actually. I'm used to streaming in the evening.